So I finally decided to record an in-depth tutorial to IFATting. So if you don't know what an IFAT is, it's basically this. It's called the Infinite Fast Aerial Turf Surf. And it's basically jumping, pressing ZL, ZL, and then doing an AFAT again. Your typical AFAT here. Pressing ZL, ZL, and then AFATting again mid-air. So that's basically what it is. Let's hop right into it. First thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to change your binds. The default binds do not work. We're going to go into accessibility, change button mapping. I'm actually going to hide my cameras here so you can take a look. So first of all, you're probably wondering, holy, what am I looking at? So you want to put your jump button onto the L button. I'll explain this in a minute. So for me, I have my jump on B. So I'm putting my L on B. If you jump with A, put L on A. This is very important. Whatever your jump button is, put it on here. Plus and minus, very, very important. Put them on ZL. You're probably like, why? We have 3 ZLs now. I will explain that in a moment. Next, the rest of this is pretty personal preference, but I found this is just the best way to get the most out of everything. I have my sticks on the left and right, so then I can switch bonanzas. My left stick on right stick, which is the camera center button. So if your camera center button's on the left stick, put the left stick on this, or whatever button you want, or don't bind it at all if you don't use it. But I would highly recommend binding that. Then the minus button, I have it on the right arrow, and this is so then I can open the map. Very important, you need a minus button. And the C button is on the plus button. And if I didn't already say, unfortunately, IFATs are only available to be done on the Pro Controller 2. This is, let me turn my camera back on. This is because the Pro Controller 2 has back buttons, and these are very, very important. So I can go over them here. The GL and GR buttons, I have it on Y and L. I'm kind of in the way here, but Y and L. So any attack button would work, but Y I think is the best one. And then L is so then we can go into Bonanza and sync. So if I go back into Donkey Kong Bonanza here, you're probably like, how do I even play the game now? Well, actually, most of the binds in the game are unchanged. So we still can turf surf, we still can throw our chunk, we still can drop. All of the main stuff. It's just the plus button is on the C button, and I'm going to be using my thumb to do it. And then I use the left arrow, or sorry, the right arrow to go into the map. And this is just so then when I'm skipping cutscenes, I can really quickly just like put my thumbs together and jitter them. But if you want, like, say you feel like you're better off putting it on the left D-pad, go ahead and put it on the left D-pad. But I personally put my camera center on the left D-pad. I think it's the best way to do it. And I still have up and down because you can still go into the skill tree and use the camera. The left and right are mainly for bonanzas, which is what we have our sticks on. But feel free to change any of that around. But the main thing, you want the back button GL to be the attack button. You want L to be the jump button, and you want plus and minus to be ZL. Very, very important. That's the main way we're IFATting. And now that we've got that out of the way, let me go over the technique of what exactly we're going to be doing with the IFAT. So, as I explained in the intro, an IFAT is basically turf jumping, pressing ZL and ZL in the quick window that you can, and then initiating another AFAT from that window and doing that as many times as you can. So how are we going to do that? Because if you don't already know, most Switch games, even on the Switch 1, they did this when you're holding down a button. So for example, I'm holding down the minus button, which is ZL, and I try to press the plus button, which is also ZL, or the actual ZL. Nothing's happening. That is because you need to fully release the button for it to register. And you might have noticed it with mashing as well, which might be a tutorial for another time. But right now, we need to get around the fact that we can't just simply bind the button to 2 buttons and like do this or something. And we can't press a normal button too fast with default binds either. So the way we get around this is by putting it on plus and minus. As you notice, they're very like separated from each other. And this is because as I take my thumb here and I do the thumb test, I'm putting it in between. Put it a bit closer to the camera there. You actually can put your full thumb on the minus button and slide it over, and it has to fully release before hitting the plus button. And some other runners use 2 fingers. So say you have a bit skinnier fingers, then you're going to want to put 2 fingers. So even for me, I barely am able to put both of my fingers into here. So when I put it on the plus and I slide it over to the minus, it has to fully release before hitting it. This is very important. We can also do ring finger and middle finger. Same thing. You want to do a test. Depending on how big your fingers are, one technique might be better for you than the other, but I personally like the thumb because I have more control over my controller, and also because my thumb is pretty big, so the space is much needed, especially when playing at the side here. So, you're probably wondering, how exactly are we supposed to do this then? So, a good way to know if you're getting your ZL press and your other ZL press, because we're going to be doing a sliding motion here, so sliding motion, is to do what I'm doing right now. Grab a chunk. I would recommend going into the 3rd layer of radiance here. I honestly think this is better than Hilltop. There's less stuff to get in your way, less camera zooming in and out. So I'd recommend going into radiance and picking up a soft chunk and just practice pressing minus and plus by sliding your thumb or your 2 fingers, whatever you want to do there, or your 1 finger, whatever you want to use, your pointer finger. Nothing's stopping you. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a very basic drill. So the main mistake that I see people do when they're trying to IFAT is they're IFATting and they chunk jump like that. And that is because you didn't hit your ZL button. You only hit one of them. How do we know that we're doing that? We go on flat ground, grab a chunk, slide our finger. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. On surf or on flat, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is very slow sliding it. And then we could slowly speed it up faster and faster. Notice how I'm not going like that. That means that you missed it. So if I'm going here and I'm on here and I go into surf like that, that means that I'm not hitting one of them. That could be due to the terrain, or it could be most likely due to the fact that you're not hitting the other ZL. So probably want to take it slow at first, drag your thumb and make sure you're just hitting the plus and the minus button or whatever fingers you're using. If you're hitting the X button doing an up punch, that's wrong. You don't want to be hitting any of the buttons, the Y button either. You want to be having a controlled swipe onto the plus and the minus button. And that's going to basically be what gets your IFAT to go out, because you need to tap ZL 2 times very quickly in order to get it to go out, or else you're going to be doing a chunk jump. So this is drill number 1. Once you get really fast, this is how you do super fast IFATs. Doing the surf as well. Normal surf. Once you get good at that. Next. This is why we have the left bumper as jump and GL. Keep mixing them up. GL as attack. This is because, I don't know if you would notice, but this is how you do a boosted turf surf jump. I'm using the default binds here. Boosted turf surf jump. And then if we switch over to our rebinds, we're pressing it. Back button, I'm exaggerating this a lot. And the jump button. This is what actually gets our IFAT out. I don't know if you notice. When you do an IFAT, hit them at the same time. And when we're doing it with our rebinds, we want to be able to have control of the left stick. That is why we are doing this rebind. You probably wondered, why can't I just do it with my left thumb and then slide and then use just normal binds and then slide like this? And that's because you don't have control of the left stick. When you're doing an IFAT, you actually can basically control anywhere you're going by just moving the stick in that direction. So we want to take full advantage of that. It's very, very important that we actually do that. So we're going to be doing a drill on surf IFATs with the rebinds. So basically, you're going to be doing a boosted turf surf. Don't be bothered if this isn't doing a boosted jump like this, because all that matters is that you hit the buttons at the same time. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a boosted surf jump, and then we're going to do what we did before with our ZL drill. We practice sliding and we're not messing up. Now we're going to add it, take it to the next level. Jump, ZL. Jump, ZL. Jump, attack. So you're hitting the button, the back paddle, and also hitting the jump button at the same time. And then hitting ZL in the middle of it. You don't want to be swinging like that, of course. The same thing with doing here. And just jump, ZL. Jump, ZL. Jump, ZL. Jump, attack, ZL. And then once you feel like you're comfortable with this and you're still in surf and you're not just being like unsurfing or whatever, because for not missing it and not hitting your buttons to do that or that, those are two examples of mistakes. Then we can graduate to surf AFATs, which all you're doing is you're in a motion of switching in between jump attack and then your ZLZL. Think of swiping your thumb across the plus and minus as one fluid motion. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Jump attack is 1, ZLZL is 1. It's the best to think about it that way, because then when you're doing IFATs in your head, you're going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 as in jump attack, 2 as in sliding your thumb or your other fingers as ZLZL. That's the best way to think about it, and the best way that I feel like you can learn. So, what do we do next? Surf AFATs. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Make sure you're doing it quick enough where you actually get it out and you're not chunk jumping. Chunk jumping means you missed a ZL press and something like this. Well, I still got it. Something like this, where I'm pressing it and nothing's happening. That means that you did it too slow. So, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Those are basically the whole motions of it. So surf AFATs are 1, 2, 1. And make sure you're holding the jump and attack at the end, because that's the same thing with a normal AFAT. You want to be getting full height, not like these baby AFATs. Because that's how you get most height, and that's how you be the most optimal with IFATs. So then next, you're doing surf AFATs. You feel comfortable with surf AFATs. You're good. You're like, wow, these are pretty easy. I'm pretty consistent at them. I'm not doing a chunk jump like that. I'm not doing a chunk jump. I'm actually doing them correctly. Then you can graduate to 2. So think about it in terms of ZL being a 2 and jump attack being a 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So you'll end on an odd. So 1, 2, 1, sorry, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. I might be saying this wrong, but you get what I mean. So make sure you're always ending on jump and attack, because you always want to be doing a AFAT or FAT out of an IFAT, because that is the quickest way to fall with your chunk. So surf AFATs, double surf AFATs, double surf AFATs. Make sure you're consistent enough at these, because this is the whole rhythm of what the IFAT is. You're obviously going to be making mistakes. If you ever feel frustrated or you feel like you're making too many mistakes, revert back to basics. Stay on the ground with the chunk and make sure you're getting your ZL presses in, because that is the main thing. The main mistake is not getting the ZL presses, and the second main mistake is not getting your speed. Make sure you're good at surf AFATs. Start doing 3. Start doing 4. Start doing 5. That's the whole idea behind this. Is it's just a surf AFAT, but you're just adding more thumb swipes. So if you think of the thumb swipe of ZL and ZL as one motion, you want to make sure you're not overlapping any of the presses. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can see on the cam, that mess up right there is from not hitting it quick enough. And then the main one, which you're going to be doing, let's see if I can do it, is, actually I can try to do it intentionally, is you'll just chunk jump off of it. So that's the main way that we can get into the IFAT rhythm. You want to think of them each individually as their own separate thing. So back to basics, drill, make sure you're not hitting anything, and then slowly just build up. You're going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Obviously you're not going to be that fast at the start unless you're a god, so you're going to be doing it a bit slower. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But if you are struggling, I would actually recommend to do IFATs faster. I don't know why, but me and a couple of other players have actually found more success doing them faster. As you can see from when I'm trying to do the slow IFATs compared to the fast ones. So here I'm trying to do slow ones, and I'm getting them, but like they're just not, I'm not getting it in the window. So Doing it faster actually means that you have more time to get into your IFAT window here. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. You really want to be focused on what exactly your rhythm is. Starting to surf jump. 1 2. And then make sure you're AFATing again. The faster you go, the more leniency you're going to have in your IFAT window, but the less height you're going to get. You sacrifice height for consistency. That's the main thing with IFATs. The most optimal IFATs you can do are the slowest ones possible, where you're holding down jump as long as you can and pressing ZL as fast as you can. That's the real most optimal one, but these are nice and slow IFATs. Yes, they still work, but I find way more consistency in doing them fast. If I think of it as the ZL is 1 and the jump and attack is 1. Ever having trouble? Go back to this. The main thing. Go to surf AFATs. Graduate to the point where you can do 50 in a row. Then 100. Then 150. Then 200. Just make sure you're not chunk jumping. Chunk jumping means you missed one of the ZL presses. And then just failing it just means that you weren't in the window. And I would probably recommend actually speeding up. Basically, this is all IFATs are. I'm trying to mess up so I can kind of show off an example of what exactly. Okay, there. I messed up. That was because I wasn't in the window or I overlapped my presses. That's another big thing. If you overlap your presses, if you aren't going 1 2 1 2 1 2 and you just go 1 and then you hit it again, that's going to end up messing it up as well. So those are the big mistakes that I see people do. That's basically like the whole gist of like what exactly IFATs are. Just the main thing to take away is this drill, and then alternating it with surf AFATs. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's the whole thing. So you can get used to the other binds, like for example, Bonanzing is actually using the back button because we're singing with this back button, and then plus is on the skip, of course. So this is just something you get used to, but the main idea behind IFATting is this. You can also use 2 fingers. I've seen, I think Nicro does something like this. So obviously just not something I'm used to, but if it's your cup of tea, if you think it's easier, or you want to use like 2 other fingers, that's another thing. I can't do it at all, but I use the thumb because it's just the most comfortable for me and it's just what works. That's basically it. And one last thing for the advanced IFATers. Say you know you got this down. You've done surface IFATs. You can do 100 IFATs in a row. Now, next thing we're gonna want to do is learn how to do it instead of out of a surf. We're gonna want to do it out of a jump. So first thing you're gonna want to do is practice AFATting with the rebinds. So I'm jumping, left bumper, hitting the minus button to surf, and then I'm using jump and attack to AFAT. So boom, boom, boom. And then once you AFAT, it's the exact same thing as a surf jump. AFATs are the same thing as a surf jump. So slide off ZL. So jump, surf, jump attack into ZL. So now I gotta do it. There we go. You just gotta get into a rhythm of exactly remembering exactly like how you want to do it. And this is how you do LCTJ IFATs, or say the ground is rough and inconsistent and you want to just do it off of let's say just from a jump. You want to be able to AFAT into sliding. Kind of something you kind of have to think about, but that's a very advanced IFAT technique if you want to do LCTJ IFATs, zip line IFATs, stuff like that, or just like an IFAT from the ground. That's basically all of what I have to say. So if you have any questions or if I forgot anything, be free to send me a DM on Discord. In the description of this video, I'm gonna have beats to some IFAT like BPMs that you could do, 215, 210, if that helps you. But I recommend just in your head going 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's what I do. Obviously do whatever works for you. Obviously You want to use 2 fingers, you want to use 1 finger, you want to use your thumb, just whatever works. Just make sure your ZL and ZL is on the same thing, and then make sure that your jump and attack are on the buttons on the back. And soon you'll be IFATting like this. You'll be going so fast that you're like a superstar at IFATs. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you in any way, like and subscribe. Any questions, DM me on Discord, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.